Hello everyone. Today I will tell you a story. The story is titled, Small Moments That Make Me Love Lou More Every Day, end quote. Please like and subscribe to my channel if you appreciate me. You can skip this if you don't and oppose. Like this video. Thank you very much. The story begins as follows. If you asked me when I first realized that love could exist in the smallest moments, I would tell you it was one quiet morning with Lou. The camera was not even on yet. The sun was barely awake, stretching soft orange light across the bedroom walls. I was half asleep, wrapped in my blanket, when I felt a familiar weight settle gently on my chest. Not heavy, not loud, just warm. Lou has a habit of starting my day before my alarm ever dares to ring. He doesn't meow loudly or jump on my face like some dramatic cats you see online. Instead, he climbs up slowly, carefully, as if he understands that mornings should be respected. He places one paw on my chest, then another, and finally curls himself into the tiniest loaf right under my chin. From the camera's point of view, it probably looks like nothing special, just a cat lying on his human. But in that moment, my breathing slows to match his soft purring. My thoughts stop racing. My phone stays untouched. I whisper, "Good morning, Lou," even though he pretends not to hear me. His tail flicks once, lazily, giving me the smallest sign of acknowledgement. When I finally sit up, Lou follows me like a silent shadow. To the bathroom, to the kitchen, to the window where he demands, very politely, that I open the curtains so he can inspect the world. He sits there, staring at birds he will never meet, eyes wide with curiosity, ears twitching at every sound. I start preparing breakfast, filming small clips here and there. The kettle boiling, the sunlight on the counter. Lou sitting beside his bowl, pretending he's starving even though he ate just a few hours ago. He looks at me with that face, the one that says, "I trust you." And also, "Hurry up." And just like that, the day begins. No rush, no pressure. Just a quiet understanding between a human and a cat who has already made the morning better simply by being there. Afternoons are usually the most ordinary part of my day, which is exactly why Lou makes them special. After lunch, the house grows quieter. The busy sounds of the morning fade, and the afternoon light turns soft and lazy. I sit at my desk, working, editing videos, typing, occasionally sighing at the screen. Lou, of course, has opinions about this. He jumps onto the desk with perfect timing, positioning himself directly between me and the keyboard. Not on purpose, he would argue. Just coincidence. From the vlog perspective, this is the part viewers often laugh at. Lou staring directly into the camera, tail flicking, eyes half closed, completely unbothered by my deadline. When I gently move him aside, he returns within seconds, as if to remind me that work should never come before comfort. Sometimes, he chooses the most inconvenient nap spots, my notebook, my arm, or the exact space I need. Other times, he sits beside me quietly, just watching. His presence is calm, grounding, like background music you don't notice until it stops. There's one small moment I never fail to capture on camera. Around mid-afternoon, Lou stretches. A long, dramatic stretch, front paws reaching forward, back arching slightly, mouth opening into a silent yawn. It lasts only a few seconds, but it feels like a reminder to breathe, to loosen up, to exist more gently. Later, when the day feels heavy, Lou brings his favorite toy to my feet. It's old, a little worn out, and definitely not expensive. But he drops it there with pride, looking up at me like he's offering the greatest treasure in the world. We play for a few minutes. Nothing fancy, just a string, some laughter, a camera placed casually on the shelf. And in those minutes, all the stress I carried quietly slips away. It's strange how a cat can turn an ordinary afternoon into something worth remembering. No big events, no dramatic scenes, just presence, just togetherness. As evening comes, I often rewatch the clips I filmed that day. Lou sleeping, Lou blinking slowly at me, Lou choosing my lap over his bed. And I realize something important. Love doesn't always arrive loudly. In today's world, we are taught to chase big achievements, big moments, big happiness. We scroll endlessly, comparing our lives to highlight reels, forgetting that real joy often lives in quiet corners. Lou reminds me of that every single day. He doesn't worry about tomorrow. He doesn't replay yesterday. He finds comfort in sunlight, safety in routine, and happiness in simple presence. And maybe that's something we all need to relearn. From Lou, I've learned a few gentle lessons we can apply to our own lives. First, slow down. Not everything needs to be rushed or optimized. Some moments are meant to be felt, not filmed. Second, show up for the people you love, even in silence. You don't always need words to express care. Sometimes, just being there is enough. Finally, appreciate the small things. A quiet morning, a shared meal, a warm presence beside you after a long day. If we start noticing these small moments, really noticing them, we might realize that we've been surrounded by love all along. Just like I am with Lou, every single day.